We invite that gong 3 times. The first is for those who have come before us, for the history that they have left us, for this wonderful building they have given us, and a long, long history in this town. The second gong is for those of you who are here now and carrying that history on and changing it and growing it. And the third gong is for those who will come and those who will carry this congregation forward for maybe the next 50 years or 100 years. Good morning. I'm Lillian Fifield, and I will be your service leader for today. I want to welcome you and tell you that we're really glad to have you here. It's especially wonderful to see 1 or 2 new faces. Thank you for coming. Thank you for finding ourselves. And we hope that if you are new or recently new, that you will return to us. And we hope also that you'll find connection, challenge, and love here. But we're sure glad you're here with us today. So we are Unitarian Universalists. That means we are brave, we are curious, and we are compassionate thinkers and doers. We have radical roots and a history as self-motivated spiritual people. We think for ourselves and recognize that life experience influences our beliefs, and to join with us is to get to know us and for us to get to know you. We are people of many beliefs and backgrounds. We're people with a religious background and people with none. People who believe in God and people who don't. And people who just let that mystery be. But we are Unitarian Universalists. We are diverse in faith, ethnicity, history, gender, sexuality, and spirituality. And we are aligned in our desire to make a difference for good. We have a track record of always standing on the side of justice, love, and peace. So we welcome you and your whole self. We hope that you will stay after the service so that we can get to know you better. I understand that our Marianne Balzer has returned with a couple of boxes of donuts back there, so we certainly don't want to let those go to waste. We are grateful for those who help make this service possible. That would be our media person, Jake Tranter, and that would include our office administrator, Genevieve Gonzalez. It would include our greeters, who today I think are Al Herring and Mary Herring. And that gets us that coffee so many of us wait for. And also our Sunday service team, and for today, some assistants who are going to be helping out. And that would include Jean, Patricia, and Larry High, and Mary and Michael Baker. So thank you all for being here, and thank you for joining us today. We have an announcement. People have been asking about those wonderful shirts that we wear, the ones that say "Standing on the Side of Love." We hope, if you do not own one, that you will find your way to do so. We have another large rally protest coming up on Stewart Parkway on October, is it the 14th or the 18th? 18 at 12 noon. It is a No Kings rally again, and you know all the things that kings think they can do that we don't want. So signs accordingly, or signs simply that say No Kings, or a yellow t-shirt that says Standing on the Side of Love. If you don't have one, there is a list back there of sizes, and you just need to mark down the size that you need so that our office administrator can order those for you. I don't think we have any other announcements other than those that are in your order of service. The first thing that we do today is we collect money and food for the Fish Food Pantry. Fish is it's an organization that we have been with from the very, very start. We often continuously have a board member on their board. We have volunteers, and the volunteers serve in distribution of food, picking up of food, and delivery of food. So we have a long history with Fish, and we just want you to know that your donations of cash or money will go a long way to help feed those in need. Our church offertory is after the service later. Thank you so much for your contributions. Please know they will be put to good use. In our order of service, I believe that the next thing that we are going to do is have some music. And before we do that, I want to tell you a little bit about who's playing, and that would be Reverend Andy Anderson. Reverend Anderson has been described often as a singer, songwriter, and poet who always comes from the heart. He composes and performs visionary spiritual music that inspires and uplifts, and that creative flow just flows through him as he continually is creating new music. Andy has been referred to as spiritual food for the soul, and he says one of his greatest blessings is to inspire and wake up the world to a greater understanding of themselves, and he does that through the power of music. And with him today is someone familiar to many of us, his son, Ben Anderson. And Ben currently, if you don't know, is teaching still at Montessori School. He's also busy raising 2 high school young men I'm sure you've seen out and about. And, of course, he's busy playing lots of music. So Ben will be joining Andy soon, but for now, we have Andy Anderson. Oh, and Ben.
Good morning, everyone. Whoops. That's better. Good morning, everyone. We're going to do a special song for you today. So this song, you all have probably all heard this song, and we all know it. It's by the Beatles, and it's called Blackbird. But some of you might not know the story behind Blackbird, so if you give me 30 seconds, let me tell you a little bit about it. Paul McCartney wrote this song after reading about the civil rights struggle for black people in the U.S. Even in 1964, they refused to play to a segregated audience. So he used the image of a blackbird to symbolize a black woman facing adversity and finding the strength to rise above it. So the symbolism of this song is these lyrics encourage resilience and hope in the face of hardship. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. It's waiting for you to come true. So I doing some research on this, I said, oh, wow, I didn't know that. That makes the song even more powerful. So enjoy. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird, fly. Blackbird, fly. Oh, waiting to be free. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these open eyes and learn to see all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird, fly. Blackbird, fly. Oh, in the light of the dark night. Blackbird, fly. Blackbird, fly. In the dark light of the black sky. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Oh, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to be free.
That was beautiful. Excuse me while I unmix my papers up here. This time in our service, we're going to light our chalice. Chalice lighting words for today are by Judith Corliss, entitled A Community of Faith. At this hour, in small towns and big cities, in single rooms and ornate sanctuaries, many of our sibling Unitarian Universalist congregations are also lighting a flaming chalice. As we light our chalice today, let us remember that we are part of a great community of faith. And may this dancing flame inspire us to fill our lives with the Unitarian Universalist ideas of love, justice, and truth. Thank you, Jean. We also have some opening words for today. And our opening words are by Peter Santos from the Spiritual Seeker's Guidebook. Peter says, "The spiritual freedom we seek cannot be found by grasping at, retreating to, or protecting our perceived safe spaces. Our freedom lies in remaining open continually, not only to life, but changes also to the divine light within us and others. This is our choice. Although often perceived as a weakness, being open and surrendering to the experience of the present moment is our greatest strength. By authentically living life in the now, we submit to the divine guidance, where we find the freedom to see everything equally and sacred in truth." I like that. Following our chalice lighting, we already did that hymn, so we've got some Joys and Concerns candle lighting. In our candle lighting, we encourage you, if you have something you'd like to share with the congregation or silently in this space, that you form a line over to the side, and we will have candles and both the microphone available if you choose. And it is at this time in our service when we collect the church offertory. We're supported by the voluntary contributions that all of you make, and your generosity is most appreciated. It is your financial support that fuels this community and its mission and keeps the flame of justice, community, and love burning brightly. And baskets will be coming. Thank you so much for the gifts we have received, and do know that they will be put to really good use. And we are totally grateful. And now we have a video, I think, from UIBC. Jake?
From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live.
And now more music by Andy Anderson and Ben Anderson.
This is a wonderful song. This is a participatory song. In other words, we're all going to sing it together. It's a call and response song. And it's Stand. And I love this song because what it says is that what do we stand for as individuals? What do we stand for as community? What do we stand for as Unitarians? It's what do we stand for? So let's all stand and let's sing this. And wherever I go, you follow me. Well, if I say, let there be peace, you see, there I'm going to stand for peace. Well, let there be love, I stand for love. And then we are making a new world now. Here we go. For years I used to talk about how I wanted to change the world. But I always left it up to someone else to do. But then I finally realized that I needed to take a stand. And by changing my thinking, I could change my life. And that's how I can change the world. Here we go. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand. We are making a new world. We are making a new world now. Sing it again. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. let there be peace. I am a stand for peace, let there be love. I am a stand for love. We are making a new. Let's do truth. Let there be truth. I am a stand for truth. Let there be truth. I am a stand for truth. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. Oh, I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new. One more time. Oh, let there be truth. I am a stand for truth. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. We are making a new world. We are making a new world. Every day, we are making a new world now. Wonderful.
Thank you. Well, a little embarrassing, but I just lost everything I was going to say about you. Not like I don't know you or anything, but gee whiz, it would certainly be a little helpful in how all these other things managed to get into my mail, I can even imagine. But let me tell you about Bonnie Anderson, since I did find it. Bonnie Anderson is known as an inspirational speaker who loves to see the spark light up in the eyes of those that she is speaking with. She speaks of ordinary and extraordinary things with a new perspective and using personal examples. She's a seeker who loves to explore ideas, and those ideas are the kind that lead us to a more fulfilling life. She will help you expand the joy in your life, as does Andy Anderson. Bonnie believes that the answers are inside you and has some questions that can help you find those answers. She believes in you and knows how powerful we all are. So please welcome Reverend Bonnie Anderson.
No, I'm good. Thank you, everyone. It's so good to see your faces. It's good to be back. It feels really good. It's a great energy in here this morning. So let's start with a short meditation. So if you would just keep your feet on the ground and take a deep breath and let it go. Take another deep breath. Fill your lungs with that precious oxygen and let it go. Knowing this morning that we are grateful for all of the gifts in our life. So let's have a little gratitude walk. Let's imagine that you're walking through the forest. The other day I was thinking about being grateful for my eyes, for my sight. I am so grateful that I can see the colors and the beauty around me. I often overlook it, but what a gift it is. So as we walk on this path in the woods, we look up and see the beautiful clouds. Oh my. They are just floating across the sky, billowing, just absolutely beautiful. And I'm so grateful I can see them. And as I walk a little further, I look at a tree, at the colors and the textures, and oh, I am so grateful that I can see this beautiful tree. Perhaps its leaves are changing and it's yellow or orange. Oh, I'm so grateful I can see this. And I look at my friend who I'm walking with, and I see her face. And I'm so grateful that I have eyes to see the beauty around me. So let's have quiet for a moment while we continue our walk and look around and see the beauty. And as we come back, ending our walk with great gratitude, also smelling the forest, and we're so grateful also for the sense of smell, all of our senses. Coming back into this room with a feeling of great gratitude. So it is. Okay, now that we've all taken a little walk in the woods, the title of my talk is A Dance with the Infinite. And I chose this title because I was thinking of our dear friend Donna Smith, and who recently made her transition. I was with her when she was very close to death. And she had her eyes closed and was just not present a lot of the time. And then she'd stir a little, but she wasn't present. And I was looking at her, wondering where she was. And when I was at her house, I picked up a book. I felt like she led me to that book later. And it was Anita Moorjani about her near-death experience. And Donna must have taught a class on it because it was underlined and says read this and all this. So I followed Donna reading this book, and it talked about when she was unconscious. She was really conscious and really there and wanted to say, oh, I'm fine, don't be sad, I'm wonderful. And so I just had this vision of Donna dancing with the infinite, being joyful in another plane, being out there. So free and on to her next adventure. She's loving the world from another place. And I've gotten some messages from her, like lots of little tiny butterflies were following me around because I told her, you need to give me a sign, Donna. And a little rainbow appeared in a kitchen cabinet that shouldn't be there. Where did that come from? So she sent me a couple messages. But Donna reminded us how powerful we are. She told us again and again to love ourselves, didn't she? That was a big part of her message, and that we have unlimited potential. And love was her great gift. We all give to the world in different ways, and Donna just exuded love. She exuded love. So I look back at the dark times in our country. And, I was reading that if you were born in 1900, you survived a lot of dark times. World War I, World War II, as JC was saying. And it's not just in a Vietnam War, it's not just thinking about the wars as maybe a child would. It's, the people whose fathers or husbands or brothers or sons never came home. There were thousands of lives lost. And They lived through the Spanish flu pandemic, which thousands of people were killed in that or died. The Great Depression with bread lines and hungry children and lives turned upside down. And the polio outbreak. You remember, a lot of us remember the polio outbreak and how frightening it was, and how we all had friends maybe in an iron lung, and then the answer came. But some of us would say that these are dark times now that we're living in. And I ask myself, what does it all mean? What's mine to do? What's my purpose here? Am I as helpless as I feel? Ever have those thoughts? Especially when we feel powerless and alone, and we feel like we don't have control over anything. Yet we are not powerless, and we are not alone. Jean Houston, the great spiritual teacher, said we all have the extraordinary coded in us, waiting to be released. The extraordinary. This is what Donna taught, right? I mean, this is how people, when their kid gets under a car, they can lift a car. You know, there's extraordinary there when we need it. Where is it, though? Where is this extraordinary me that I'm looking for? It's within. It's within. The answers lie within. You're more powerful than you can imagine. Each one of us is more powerful than you could ever imagine. And as we join together in community, we have all these extraordinary people coming together. There's nothing that we can't do. We find amazing strength and resilience when we come together and support each other in these times. Do you believe this?
Yes.
Look around right now into the faces of the people around you and look at these extraordinary people. Look at these powerful people, men and women both. You, each one of us, have an impact. We all have an impact. We're not powerless. But how do we find purpose and meaning? Our wisdom, again, comes from within. It comes from, we don't have to look far. We don't have to look near or far. We just look, when we become quiet and let our hearts speak to us, the answers are there. I know, I was reading this book on intuition, and I had a decision to make, and it wasn't a big deal decision, but it was like, do this or do that. And I thought of doing it one way, and it was, there was no energy around it. But when I thought of doing it the other way, it lit up. The idea there was light around it. And I said, oh, that's my intuition telling me that this is the choice. I don't always pay attention to that. You have to be quiet in order to do that. And when you go within, you may be drawn to a teacher or a book or the Unitarian Church. You may be drawn somewhere that's going to feed you, that will give you answers. So it's not just within, it helps us to see what is around us that we can partake of. There's a story of a man who was down on a woman was walking down the street, and in an evening, she looked over, and here's this man down on his hands and knees, looking through the leaves and like looking furiously. And she said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I'm looking for my keys." He was under a streetlight. So she got down on her hands and knees and she helped him, and they looked all around and they couldn't find the keys. She said, "Where did you leave your keys?" And he said, "Oh, up by the house." So she said, "Well, why are we looking here?" "Oh, the light's better." So sometimes it's easier to look outside of ourselves for answers, isn't it? Or to have someone else tell us what to do. But looking within is always going to get us where we want to go. There's another great story that you may have heard me tell before. It's one of my favorite stories by Gangaji called Diamond in Your Pocket. And there was a jewel thief that was really good at stealing jewels, and he would go to the jewel mart and find someone who purchased a jewel, follow him around and get the jewel. And he was really good at it. And then one day, this fabulous diamond that he'd been waiting years for came up at the jewel mart. So he went there and he saw the guy buy it. He tried to steal it. He couldn't. Followed him all around. Couldn't get it. Finally, he followed the guy home on the train and said, "Look, buddy, I'm a jewel thief. You just have to tell me where you put it, because I can't. I'm baffled." And the guy smiled and he goes, "I know who you are, and I knew you were following me, and I put the diamond someplace where you would never look." He reached up and pulled it out of the thief's pocket. So sometimes the answers are closer than we know, closer than we know. Spiritual teachers through the ages have reminded us to look within and then join with others and share that wisdom, share what we gleaned from our studies. Now I would like to talk about another powerful woman who recently made her transition, Jane Goodall. She was a remarkable woman who shared her wisdom until the end. I mean, when she passed away, she was ready to do a lecture the next day. She never stopped with her passion and changed the world in many ways. Her last book was called The Book of Hope, a survival guide for trying times. You know, I bought it and I didn't read it, and I think it's time to read it. And she started as a young woman. She was too young to go out into the bush and study animals on her own, so she had to take her mother with her. And she was just fascinated. And they told her that she shouldn't name her subjects, shouldn't name the chimps that she was working with, because scientists are supposed to stay detached. So don't name them. And she said, "Forget that. I already have names. They're not just scientific subjects to me. They're living, breathing animals." She shared a lifetime of wisdom. And I want to share a couple of wonderful quotes by her. Jake, you could put that first slide up, please. It's kind of small, but she says, oh, there you go. Wow, you're great, Jake, thank you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. And then the next one. We're going through very dark times, socially, politically, and especially environmentally. If you think globally, you'll get really depressed. So act locally. Each one of us makes some impact every single day. So don't get overwhelmed by the size of the problems. Start where you are. And the next one. And that's a picture of her with Greta Thunberg, the environmentalist. And, you know, she was a great mentor to young people. And, you know, some of us who were in the older generation, maybe that's what our task is right now, is to share our wisdom with the younger generation, to pass along what we've learned. If they want to. This is my son here, so he doesn't always want to listen to my wisdom. So one of the examples of coming together as community and doing wonderful things is the longest table, which was put on by Thrive Umpqua. Did any of you go to that? Yeah, and I really wanted to, but we didn't make it. But the Thrive Umpqua put a long table. They had hundreds of people, like 400 people there, I think, 300 or 400 in downtown Roseburg. They blocked off the street and they served free meals to people. And they had community engagement. They wanted you to talk to people in the community and get together and share ideas. And they said last year they came up with 100 viable plans of things they could do at the longest table. So some of them are already in place. They've already started. They didn't say what they were, but what a wonderful idea to bring people together in the community and just let them break bread together and vision for the future. So Desmond Tutu has a quote that I really like. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. If an elephant has its foot on the tail of a mouse, and you say you are neutral, the mouse will not appreciate your neutrality. You know, something to think about. Sometimes we get overwhelmed and feel helpless and don't do anything. But that's not the truth of who we are. And, you know, Desmond Tutu, I always picture him with a smile. He's such a smiling, I should have brought a picture of him, but he always had that twinkle and that smile on his eyes. And, you know, people who make a difference still have joy. And what I want to say is, let's not let our joy be robbed by the situation that's happening now. One of the most powerful things we can do in the midst of all this is still enjoy our lives. Still, you know, when I did that meditation, that happened to me. I was sitting down by the river thinking about gratitude, and I went, oh my God, I can see. Not everyone can see. Look at those clouds. Look at the tree. Look at the river. You know, it's just, when you break it down, we're so blessed. And that doesn't mean we don't have to take action, but let's not let this situation rob us of our joy. Let us find joy in the connection and the love we share. And I love what NPR, National Public Radio, who had their funding cut off by the federal government, I love what they're doing. Jake, I have one last slide. This was on Facebook. We won't be silenced. That's so powerful. It gives me chills. We won't be silenced. And we will not be silenced either. Because things are happening so quickly that we feel like we don't have any control. It's like, oh my God, our head's spinning. What can we do? But our voices won't be silenced. We'll come together and create a new world, as the song that was written by Karen Drucker. And we will not give up our joy. We won't be silenced, and we won't give up our joy. And I'd like to close with a slide. Oh, that wasn't my last slide. Here's the last slide of a very joyful person who always had her joy in the midst of it all. And we had made those, I don't know what they were, smudge sticks or something at a gathering. I was in a Moon Sisters group with her, and she always had that twinkly, lovely smile. And I know you saw it much when she was here. So let's keep our joy, and let's honor the truth. Thank you.
Now is the time when our congregation has an opportunity to have conversation with Bonnie Anderson.
So if I could have that picture of her, maybe it would remind me that I'm responsible for my own joy. Because she always told us how and what and when to do it.
Yes.
And that's the first thing when Laline says, we are Unitarian Universalists, we are brave. That woman was brave.
Yes.
Thank you for what you said this morning. When I got up this morning, I looked at my email, and I had a notice from Jackie Lawson, the one, where you can order greeting cards, a reminder that Donna's birthday was coming up. And for a minute, it made me sad. But just thinking about her and seeing her face is very uplifting. And when I started dressing this morning, I thought, Carol, you don't have to look down. Dress and be up. And so that's what I did, and it helped.
Good.
Thank you for what you said.
Of course.
And you have a scarf on that Donna would love.
What happens to the conscious awareness when we die?
Well, let me tell you, I know all about it.
I mean, the I am this conscious.
If you're waiting for an answer, I know it. I know it all. No, none of us know really, but I believe I really enjoyed that book, and I really believe that there's another that we continue. I believe Donna's continuing to do her work in the world from another plane. Yeah, I continue. Yeah, it's a tough question. We'll never know until that day, for sure.
Hey, first of all, thank you so much for your message and the beautiful music. Wow, is that so refreshing and needed. So Jane Goodall said local stuff. I don't know how many of y'all check the UUA website for all kinds of stuff that we can do of all different ability levels in our state. It's really exciting. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of stuff with the water shed projects. They've got hikes out there. They got a cool mushroom thing coming up, but I'm not going to be in town, so getting out in nature. And then again, the self-reflection. There was a Facebook meme I saw, and it, you open up the present from guidance, and it just is more self-reflection, just more looking inside. Gotta love it.
Thank you. And you bring up a good thing. Nature is a healer. Nature brings us back when we're feeling overwhelmed and frightened. Take a walk, sit by a tree. It really does help. It can give you hope and connection.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you.
We needed you today. I believe we have some music.
Cut some power on it. There we go. We're going to do a wonderful song. There we go. Test.
Testing.
Oh, there we go. Anyway, this song we're going to do is a song. Well, one wonderful song that Ben and I just finished. This is our latest and greatest creation. And it's called Everything's All Right. And we wrote this song because Ben and I looked around the planet, and you see all the chaos and, layoffs and you name it, And so we said, you know what? At the end of the day, everything's going to be all right. It has no choice. Everything's all right. So that's what this song is about.
Feel free to sway back and forth if you're liking the music. Snap your fingers, clap your hands.
Every day I wake up to see nature's beauty looking at me. Oh, so beautiful, oh, so good to see that everything's right here for me. I never worry, you know, I never fear. I just live in the moment, let it be. And when the darkest clouds have come my way, with a smile I get up, stand up and say, oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Everything's alright. There was a time when I forget to see it's only love that sets me free. My vision's blinded by things outside of me. Oh, it holds me back. It won't let me see that I'm wonderful, I'm perfect, I'm beautiful. And everything in life is right here for me. And when the darkest clouds that come my way, with a smile I get up, stand up and say, oh yeah,
Come on.
it's gonna be alright. Everything's alright.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't look back at things what could have been. Oh, now is the time to let it shine, so look within. Just believe in yourself, for there's nothing else.
Yeah.
And on that darkest day,
Yeah.
in the darkest hour, just feel your power, that burning desire.
Yeah.
Everything's
Hey,
alright.
there are days you might falter, stumble or trip, but we rise again stronger and better equipped. Even the sun's light can become eclipsed, but the darkness lifts and we receive the gifts. Like wildfires that awaken seeds, sometimes discomfort is what we need to move beyond what you thought you could be and unlock a new potential for you to achieve. Everything you need, you have within. Your dreams are waiting, we just have to begin. Even obstacles can help you win when they turn into a step to help you ascend. See, every soul can have its dark night, its transformation to strengthen its light. We are here now by divine right, and I do declare everything's alright. Yeah,
Everything's alright.
everything's alright.
Oh, said I know.
Come on, everything's
I know
alright.
everything's alright.
Everything's alright.
Oh, every day.
Everything's alright.
Everything's alright.
Everything's
Oh,
alright.
said I know.
Everything's alright.
Everything's alright.
Everything's alright.
Oh, I know.
Everything's alright.
Everything's alright.
Everything's alright.
Every day, every day.
Everything's alright.
Everything's alright.
Everything's
Oh,
alright.
everything.
Everything's
Everything's
alright.
gonna be alright.
Everything's alright.
Everything's alright.
Hey. Andy Anderson.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Well, we come to that part in our service now where we have some closing words. And our words for today for extinguishing the candle are written by Robin Gray. And she says, as we prepare to depart, we give voice to these hopes. May we know ourselves bound in community, even while we are apart. And may a passion for justice burn in our lives. May we carry the light of compassion in our hearts and in our every interaction. And may we be whole in our devotion to truth and always carry the lamp of peace before us. And as that light goes out, we have some music to join together and form our circle and take our message out to the world. Please join us.